In the conduct of this election, you could see that the voice of Nigeria Director General Mr. Osita Okechukwu is saying that INEC has been vindicated by the report of the European Union Election Observer Mission, that since the EU said they got their results from what INEC released, that there was no central server and all of that. That's one particular statement, and that of Mr. Mike Igidi, which actually contradicts that, which is saying the contrary on the other part. Then we have like you said, on that part, those contrary perspectives. Where do you think Nigeria should be placing their foot?
You see, talking about Nigerians, are they even in the consideration? That's the big question of democracy. I doubt if Nigerians are being considered in all these things going on. If we are admitting in this age and time that we don't have a server, it's disturbing enough.
Is it possible for there not to be a server when we have card readers?
Is it possible for gorilla to swallow money? I'm asking you that question. It just happened in Kano State. You see, so in a disoriented environment, strange things happen. All right. And of course, when a man is sinking, he sees everything on sight as hell to float. But what we are saying is that even if at the local level you choose to deceive yourself, you cannot deceive the global environment, because the results will show clearly. And right now, the world is telling us that, hey, come up. Do you know why the Prime Minister of the UK showed interest in Nigeria? The Chancellor of Germany came to Nigeria because of the influx of refugees in quotes that are running out of this country because of intimidation. So when you talk of the process, when you find a group of desperate people who want to cling to power, they will manipulate, deny, throw tantrums. Okay. So that is not my concern. My concern now is that a report has come. If there are no government aids defending that report, I will be surprised. But I'm not surprised. So you find, in fact, there are more than two sides to a coin, really, if you really want to argue. So for me, let them argue, but EU has told you, this is our observation. Just like when Lee Kuan Yew, the father of the modern Singapore, came to Nigeria in 1966 and some African countries to talk to countries of the world on how to develop, and found the kind of governance mindset we had. He left and moved on as a solo leader to develop his own environment.
Okay,
so this is all these issues, whether there is server or no server. The point is that, personally speaking, the last 2019 election was an embarrassment for me. Okay. I mean, it's the best thing that ever happened.
Just one more on this. Festus Keyamo, which is the spokesperson for President Muhammad Buhari campaign organization, one of his response was like, we had 120,000 polling units in this country during the 2019 general elections, and that the report of the European Union Election Observer Mission was just covered less than at the most 500 or 1,000 polling units, which he considers too meager, too minute, as used as the representative to picture and to position that judgment. Don't you think they also have a point in that regards? If we have 120,000 and the EU is just less than 500 or at the most 500 or 1,000?
Keyamo is justified in whatever he says. I mean, we are all entitled to our perception. But let me ask you a question. You don't look for a fish on a tree. And they say he who pays the piper dictates the dance, not just the tune. So I won't say more than that. But I can tell you, I have said it before, when General Sani Abacha, late, was the military head of state of Nigeria and he was looting Nigeria, few people could talk. Today we are still recovering the loot. There are a lot of things going on that some may not be bold enough to confront now. I pray that God preserves us. But